this episode.
Today.
This is the money episode. This is the episode where we tell you all the secrets of how to do an agent's job so you don't have to hire an agent.
Yes. I mean, we still want you to hire us, but we want you to know what is best to do and why we do certain things.
Right.
And so I think that's good to know. That's
so
good knowledge.
If you are selling your house and you don't want to use an agent, the very first thing you must do is figure out how much your home is worth.
Yes.
Which is difficult because it's like a baby only a mother could love kind of thing going on.
Yeah. The thing is and we still see it even when the houses are listed. There's people that overprice their house because they think that the house is all that and a bag of chips. And really is just like any other house that it's in the same neighborhood. Not every house, because there are different type of houses, which is something important that you guys need to do. Like just compare your house with something that it's really the same style, not just in your same neighborhood. But you get attached to certain memories and certain things that you've lived there, and you're trying to sell those, but those are just yours.
Right. It's super. So when you're running comparable homes to establish value on your home, you want to see homes that have sold within a year, within a mile, if it's possible. Those are the things you want to look for. And so just because your neighbor's sold for $800,000 doesn't mean that your home is worth $800,000. You want to look at the style of the home, what year it was built, what upgrades it has. So maybe you might even want to go on to Zillow or Realtor.com or KSL or anywhere that's selling real estate and do a search for your home. So pick your address, pick however many miles away you can, and then start looking for homes that are as comparable as possible. Because the interesting thing is a lot of people say, well, I'll just price my home high and then I'll lower the price if it doesn't sell.
I would not do that. Right now, the houses are taking a little bit longer than what it happened a few years ago. And if you price your house higher, then imagine how much longer you're going to have to wait for a good offer to come to your door. And it's not worth it. The time is not worth it. What you're thinking that you're getting extra, you're just paying it on your mortgage of the house that you don't want, that you're going to move. And so it's really not extra, because at the time when you get under contract, you'll get an offer for the right price. And so, it just kind of just pick your fight on that one, I guess.
So there's that point, which I usually bring up, the longer you own your home, the more you pay for your home. Mm-hmm. The less you own your new home, the less equity and appreciation. So usually people are stepping up. So they're like, oh, well, my home's appreciating. Well, the other home's appreciating. But if you're selling your home for $500,000, you're buying a home for $800,000, there's $300,000 of appreciation that's happening on your other property that you're not getting. Yeah. In addition, the longer your home sits there, the less attractive it becomes.
Yeah. People start wondering, oh, what's wrong with this house that has been in the market for that long?
Yeah.
Or if you sold it, or you're trying to sell it on your own, and everybody in the neighborhood knows that you're selling it, and then it's been a while, and then you hire an agent and you still want to price it high, then your house still going to sit even longer. So you're just making yourself a disservice. You're not helping yourself. Just figure out, and there's a lot of ways to figure out. Don't go by the comments of your neighbor that says, oh, yeah, I sold my house for $800,000, when in reality he did $700,000, but he doesn't want to tell the neighborhood. So there's multiple ways that you can find. KSL, Zillow is one that it's they always tell you, just be careful also on Zillow, because they always have that tag saying, our prices are accurate, $50,000 more or less, but they're accurate. So
don't go to Zillow and look how much they value your house for. Go to Zillow and look for homes that are selling in your area that are like your home.
Yeah. Take advantage of what other realtors are, advertising the house for. That way you'll know how much the neighborhood is selling for. And you'll find always there's a house or two that are overpriced, and you can figure out if it's because it really is more just because, they upgraded electrical, plumbing, they have cameras everywhere and it's state of the art, whatever, versus the one that it's been on the family forever and has never changed anything.
And no upgrades.
So yeah, no upgrades. So
the other thing is you're going to want to list your home relatively soon to the time you want to sell it. For the same reason, you don't want it sitting there, because the longer it sits there, the less attractive it is. Just like if you're going on a market site, Facebook Marketplace or KSL, the longer an item is sat there, the less desirable it is.
Yeah.
It's just a perception.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And when we're sending, another important thing I think is that if you are willing to buy or if you're willing to work with a buyer's agent, advertise it, let them know that you're okay to pay that extra commission, and then have them, have them help you sell your house. It's right now it's easier if we find a FSBO that it's wanting to sell a house and work with us. It's better for you. You'll have a larger range of people that are looking for a house. Most of the buyers have agents, and it's rarely when they start, because they start on their own. Back in the day, they used to drive around and see houses and see what was there. Right now, they don't do that. They sit in front of their computer and start browsing around on the property itself, of the different websites that the agents have, or same Zillow or Realtor.com or Redfin or whatever that it's out there, and they'll find the houses. So when they ask for one, we'll get the information. We'll try to help them, and so just let us know that you're a person that it's willing to pay that commission.
Right. So there's no industry standard because they consider it price fixing, but it's normal-ish to be paying around 2.5% to 3% right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to offer a competitive commission to the buyer's agent, who are the people who really will be selling your home, not you, because of discrimination and stuff. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But offer a fair commission to the agents who will be bringing clients through, and your home will get more traffic.
Yeah, and besides, usually when an agent is driving around with a buyer, is because they already pre-qualify. They already talk to a lender. They already know what's the ins and outs, what the thing that they need to do. At least that's the ones that they should be seeing your house. You don't want to just let into your house whoever, because that's important to your safety.
So we'll use the right documents. Like, there's a process, and you can check out fair housing laws and laws for discrimination. And there's different laws for real estate agents and for individual homeowners, but you don't want to be caught in a discrimination case. So in addition to that, as far as like contract law goes, the general rule is if you have two parties that are agreeing to transfer two things for different things of value. So typically, like, a seller will sell a home for money from the buyer. So you have two parties who are exchanging two things of value. As long as the contract says what's happening, it's fine. So as a lender, any contract that conveys what's happening, I can use it. I've used a one-page contract before. I don't recommend doing that. Utah State has a real estate purchase contract that's available online, and there's addenda, and it's kind of like a Mad Lib idea where, like, you just fill in the blanks. I still recommend reading it thoroughly, because there's implications of that contract that, if not clearly understood, could cost you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, just, if you're working with another agent, if you don't read the whole contract, there's like a couple of things that you can miss, and suddenly you're paying extra. So be careful. Just on that, it's like we're trying to save your own money. Right. And there are important things also, like something as simple as a home insurance, or not home insurance, home warranty. That you didn't even know, and you're paying, and that's because, it's part of the contract, at least the contracts that we use all the time as realtors, that is there. If you have a different paper or just be careful, because also when you go online, you just put real estate purchase contract, and you'll have every state a real sale purchase contract, and some of them are really not as improved as in Utah. That's actually one of the things that I really like about our state, that it's like super good on helping us with that and putting things clearly. And if you don't understand, you can always go to ChatGPT, upload the document, and say, "Hey,
tell me what this means."
Explain like if I was a 10-year-old, and it will do a great job for you. I've done that. Not that I don't know the contract; it's a different type of things that I need to do that. But yeah, it just makes it way easier for you to understand it, and you don't want to be tricked, and you also don't want to trick anybody, because that can happen as well.
Right. And the contract is binding. The Utah State purchase contract and others have terms that survive closing, or when the contract ends, there's things where like they can come back to you. So be aware of the condition of your property and what you're conveying, and then be aware of the costs that are associated with it. So if there's special assessments, who's paying for that and when, who's paying what commission, what costs are, what the payoff is on your loan, and what associated costs there are with the transferring that stuff out of your name. So using a title company and stuff like that. Yeah. You want to make sure you have enough money to cover your costs.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's important, because you think, oh, I'm just selling it, I'm not going to use any agent. And you're like, okay, yeah, no problem. But you get an offer, you get so excited, and then suddenly you have closing costs, and you're like, but why? I'm selling it. Shouldn't they pay everything? And it doesn't really work like that.
You could work that in the contract.
You can work that in the contract.
But generally, the seller's going to pay the cost of the buyers. Especially in the market right now.
Yep. Yeah.
So
there's like a lot of ins and outs that you want to know, and you can always ask us. I mean, if you give me a call, I'm not going to charge you extra. If you have any questions or anything, I'm not going to say, hey, this took about 45 minutes, 250 hours. No, not at all. Just, give us a call and we'll figure out.
She can help you on the contract. I can't. I'll help you with loans.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So negotiating is something you're going to want to be aware of. And this may happen through the writing of the contract, and this may happen in conversations with the other parties as they come through the house.
Yes.
So it's funny because when the security systems became popular and people started putting cameras in, there's a big wave that went through the real estate agents of don't talk about the house while you're in the house, because people would be like, man, I hate this house. These people are horrible. Or they'd say, oh my goodness, I love this house. I would do anything to have this house. And then the sellers would watch the video and think, we've got some pretty good bargaining chips here.
Yes. Yeah. It's actually, there's a meme where a real estate agent is closing the door, and, they still have the camera, the spiffing cameras or whatever. And then they're like, oh, I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks the same. I cleaned it up really well. They will not notice. Right. And so, I mean, obviously they were joking. Hopefully, we think. But, things like that, it's important. If you want to know what the other person is thinking, you need to ask to the right person too. I mean, if they have an agent, you should always communicate with them and ask them the things that because they're gonna work for their best interest. But at the same time, when you're not represented, well, you're gonna work for your own best interest too, right? So you're not gonna tell the agent all your thoughts or anything.
Yeah. Keep yourself close to the vest.
For the other one.
Yeah, and part of working for so you're selling your house, a buyer's agent comes in, they'll tell you the information. While it is against the rules for a realtor to not exercise fiduciary duty, even to people who aren't their clients interests supersede your interests. So if they can get you to lower your price because it's their client's best interest, they'll do it. And they may be super sweet and kind to get a win-win-win. So yeah, make sure you're not disclosing the information you don't want to. The same token goes with when people go unrepresented into like a builder's model.
Oh yeah.
And the agent in there represents the builder. And sure, they'll take care of you. And yes, they'll get an offer written. And yes, they'll get you in a home. But it may not be the best deal.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that builders don't tell you is like, oh, yeah, you should definitely do a home inspection on our building. They're never going to tell you that. And when you're doing new construction, you don't pay the commission of your buyer's agent. You can do it on your own. You can go on your own, but you're really going to go on your own on that one. And if there's not for them, it's a business. It's not a like, oh, my house, I want it to go to a good hands or anything like that.
They want to sell the house.
They just want to sell the house. So, as much money as you can pay them, as little work they need to do, that's what they're going to do.
Right.
And if you don't go represented, then you might miss a couple things that are important. And so you want to do home inspections. You want to check regularly the property, and you want to be sure of what your 11-month home warranty works. Like, how you need to know all that. And most of the time, what they're going to do is they're just going to give you a paper, and that's what it's all explained there. Ask questions or have an agent that will help you and get them everything for you.
So if you're selling your home, another thing you need to think about is the safety of your belongings while your home is being shown. Yeah. Are you going to be there through every showing, which can make people feel uncomfortable, may make them feel awkward, and humans make decisions on emotions, right? So how is your home going to be staged? What's going to be available? What times are going to be available? And how are you going to present it? So keep in mind your personal safety, your family safety, and your possession safety.
Yes.
So
yeah, really important. And one of the things that I tell my clients is like, okay, take your pictures down because they're good for you. They brought some good memories to you, but then you want the people that come in not to see the cute pictures you have, but to see how well is your kitchen or how neat is that you have a bathroom in the middle of the whatever room. I don't know. They want to see, you want to see as a buyer, you want to show them the good things about the house, not the cute things that the owners have.
Right. You want to make it their home.
Yeah. It's not going to be your home anymore. Yeah, exactly. They need to see themselves there. But if they are seeing your wedding pictures, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's the same place that we blah, 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 blah.
Well, and maybe it would be a selling point, but maybe it wouldn't. I mean, anything that carries enough emotion to have an opinion, that opinion could be as good as it is bad.
Yeah. But usually what happens is that they will remember, oh, yeah, that's the house that picture, right? Like, yeah, I don't
Smelled
remember.
like that extra spicy dish.
Oh yeah,
they
that
may
too.
like or may not like.
Yes. So if you're showing your house, do orange smells. Orange smells are the best. They actually create emotion. So that's the way to go. I mean, during winter you can do like apple cider smell, fall smells, but those are more like.
I'm a big fan of a clean smell, and not like cleaners, but the absence of smell or new paint or new carpet. Which is generally good, but I've found with food smells, every once in a while you run into people who are allergic to it and really dislike.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got a friend, they were doing an open house on this red house, and I said, oh, you need to do cinnamon. It was during Christmas, so you need to do peppermint or cinnamon. And they actually talked to their broker and like, no, because it's too subjective on if people enjoy those smells or not, because they're strong smells, and you may drive clients away. It's like,
yeah, and peppermint. There's a lot of people that are allergic to peppermint. So, yeah, I'm allergic to a lot of things. That's why I know. But yeah, you have to be careful. That's true. And I mean, you want to entice them to your house, but I think that would be kind of like the love letters, right? That you're just writing things to convince emotionally the seller, not so much the buyer.
Yeah, which could serve you. So the biggest points are price your home effectively.
Yes.
Price it right, with a clear timeline of when you want to move. Make it accessible and safe.
Yes.
Clean.
Yes, accessible. It's really important. You want to be. I mean, and that's one of the things that you want to be safe. You don't want to be there when they're there, but you also need to let them be there, because when you're in your house, you don't have a neighbor there all the time. I mean, sometimes kids, but but usually you don't have an adult there all the time. And just checking, what are you doing? Or you know that feeling when you go to a store and then somebody
people
is like walking next to you
watched.
trying to sell you something.
Maybe you do want people to watch you.
And so you're like,
Give people space to see your home and to feel comfortable in the
Yes.
home that you want to be
Yes.
their home.
you can be there, but you cannot be there with them. Don't let them feel uncomfortable.
Like you're stalking.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, and I mean, part of the marketing that you do on a property, like you're staging it so people like it, but you also have to show it to the world. So really good and really important things that you need to do for that purpose, to show it to the world, is take pictures.
Good
Take pictures, take video, everything that you can put on the web so it can go everywhere.
And you can get, they call it Matterport, so like a virtual 3D tour. You can pay, it's a few $100, but you want people, because in this online digital world, most people are going to look at your house digitally before they ever look at it physically. So the better representation you can get, the better.
Yeah, and like also be careful of those little details that they're not that important to you, but they will be important for the people that are going to be seeing your house. Because for you, it might not be that big of a deal that you open the door and it kind of, push it up or
it locks,
whatever.
So you gotta lift it up.
Yeah, and so all those little details that for you are everyday details that don't matter, for the new person that is coming and they want a house in good condition, is going to be important.
You want that one friend who has no filter to come through and tell you
Yes.
about your house.
Yes.
Oh, this is ugly. I've always hated your carpet.
Yeah. So it's just, the one that's going to tell you, oh, good that you changed this because it was so bad.
So bad.
You know?
And your house always smells funny.
Yeah. Oh, if that happens, get a professional cleaner. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Open your windows. We have, I think I did a video on spring cleaning once. Just open your windows. That was like a big thing, because during the winter, we just like live with the windows closed, door closed, everything. So concentrate on one space. So spring comes, warm comes out, and you need to open your windows so your house don't smell.
Let it air out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, you're always welcome to give us a call and or give us a comment and inform us of what you're looking for so we can help you direct better.